Your job is no longer doing repetitive, stupid stuff. Your job is to add to your bot and make your bot more valuable. So that's going to be the future of white collar job. It's going to be a symbiosis.
This is Rick Nguyen. He recently founded extendme.ai, which lets you create advanced AI to monetize your knowledge and expertise. So can you tell me a bit about the company that you founded recently on June 2023?
Got it. Thank you, Koi. So essentially, extendme is a way for anyone to create their own personal AI. And this AI can help them either help them in their daily life or help them monetize. So the way it works is, let's say you have some kind of expertise, right? And you can just through our platform easily upload all those expertise into the AI and then share that AI with people so they can ask the AI question to make money for you, or you can use it in your daily life because now the AI knows everything about you.
Oh, I see. So can it be used like across different industries because you are the platform?
That's right. That's correct. So let's talk about some use case. One of the use cases I'm very excited about is that we're working with some university to use AI as a teaching assistant to teach chip design. So essentially, the professor would make the courses and then put all the homework or the lectures, etc., into the AI. And we would also have an ingestion engine that get the latest data about the information about chip design into the AI. So now the students could just talk to the AI, uh, get the questions answered, as well as the AI will constantly evaluate the students. And if the students advance, it would give the students more advanced questions, etc. So that way you can systematically skill up a lot of engineers, students very quickly.
All right. Do you also provide them the courses on how to make an AI so that they can make it in a profitable way and scalable way? Because AI requires lots of data. Like even in a niche industry, you have to have a huge amount of resource. So do you have any course to provide them or?
Of course, we're building the courses
Right.
as well as with some of our beta user, we are holding their hand and walking them through every step of the way to build their first successful AI that they can monetize right away. Like one of our first users, name is Kong, and he's a real estate investor. He got a portfolio around $4 million, right? And he's creating an AI to help other real estate investors evaluate the real estate deals. So we're working very closely with him to create, he called it Com GPT, right? To create Com GPT, and he's gonna rent it out to other real estate investors to guide them and make money that way.
Right. So let me ask you about this. I looked through your LinkedIn profile and I see there's a chatbot called Rick GPT. So what does it do?
So Rick GPT is essentially my AI clone.
Yeah.
That's actually what started the company. So I got bored one time and I started making an AI that knows everything about me. And the intention is gonna do my job, so I don't have to work. Help run my company as well as just answering people question to my LinkedIn. Um, so I had a lot of fun with that, and I showed it to some rich friends. They're like, "Oh man, this is great!" So they start throwing money at it. So now we have a company, right? We want to give that ability access to advanced AI to the market, to the rest of the population. Because if you look at advanced AI right now, it's very elite in the sense that only a small number of the population, less than 0.0001%, have access to really advanced AI and can monetize from it, right? So we want to invert that pyramid to give so that anyone, not just like the AI elite from Silicon Valley, to have access to these capability, so they can essentially stay relevant in the age of AI, right, and not being completely obsolete.
Oh, I see. It requires lots of GPU powers and lots of hardware to run it. So, do you have um, a server or infrastructure in the back end of your business to make the AI like process it?
Yeah, of course. That's the whole point, right? I mean, it's not easy to do.
Yeah.
So we're building our own proprietary way to help people train AI very cheaply and process very cheaply and make it accessible.
How can they compete with the big wigs, because corporations has a lot of finance, so they can fund their own AI, and to some extent the AI will be more powerful than any other AI from small owners.
That's a very good question, and this is the thesis. The thesis that there would not be an AI that wrote them all, right? And here's the reason why. If you look at ChatGPT 4,
Yeah.
it's a huge model, right? The problem with GPT-4 is it's extremely expensive to run, and since it has a lot of knowledge, right?
Yeah.
It make it a very good general AI, right? The thing is, you can create smaller, cheaper specialist AI that has certain what I call a domain expertise. So one of our user, for example, he's a semiconductor expert, and on this very specific topic called atomic layer deposition. Right? Not only a few people in the world knows what he knows. And why would he put his knowledge into ChatGPT 4? No, he wouldn't, right?
Right.
But then if I say, hey, if you can create an AI that works for you that has only this knowledge, right, that people are willing to pay $100,000 to use, and that money goes to you, he would be happy to put his knowledge to this AI. It doesn't do a lot, right? It only knows this thing called atomic layer deposition, but it's making him money and not ChatGPT money, right? So that's the incentive of the expert to have their own AI so that it can do their own consulting instead of them having to do it, right? It can teach their skills to other people instead of them having to do it.
But is it going to replace them? Like, how many percent are you gonna make sure that it's going to replace them? Like, for example, if I ask the ChatGPT about podcasting, if I'm a podcast expert, I can validate like the draft version of the answer is like 80% correct. How many percentage the specialized AI can replace the expert?
That depends on the expert, right? Depends on how much they want the GPT to replace them. So right now, I can say with pretty much with high confidence that AI will not be replacing the expert anytime soon, at least for the next few years, right? What AI can do is help the expert to 10x themselves, make the expert 10 times more efficient. Just like what you said, right? Before, to write a podcast script, you probably spend like half a day. Now it's 5 minutes. But then it give you some ground, like ChatGPT, for instance, give you something to start with. And within just like a few minutes, you have the entire script for a podcast. So now you can edit. And it's the same with the expert, right? I would ask, let's say, ChatGPT a question about real estate investment, right? And it will give me a certain amount of answer. And now you have the expert AI will give you a much more specific answer, right? And if I'm not happy with that answer, now I can talk to the expert. But guess what? Now the expert just saved hours of time, right? Because now the AI is servicing me, not the expert. But the expert is making money from that AI, right? So it's like an easy way to think about it is it's just like having a bot that works for you, right? But it's making you money.
The chatbot is already done like, for example, 80% of the work. So what's the remaining 20%?
Okay, so the remaining 20% is actually the very good 20% that add massive value, right? Which is to do more research, to discover, to be the expert, and to add to the bot, right? So your job is no longer doing repetitive, stupid stuff. Your job is to discover stuff and add to your bot and make your bot more valuable,
your role is to make the bot smarter and smarter every day.
Yeah, that's right. And that bot, guess what? It works for you. So the smarter the bot is, the richer you become. So that's gonna be, in my opinion, the future of white collar job. It's gonna be a symbiosis between man and machine. So people don't have to do repetitive stupid crap they don't want to do because the AI would do it. Yeah, we do it better, right? Our job is to help refine the AI so that it serves our purpose.
Right.